Greetings. Welcome to the Film School. I'm Joe.
And I'm Chris.
And thanks for joining us. Last fall, we went and saw the film The Lighthouse from Robert Eggers, who did The Witch. And it ended up being one of Chris and I's favorite movie of the year. I mean, I'm guessing it's one of your favorites, one of mine.
It's definitely in my top, yeah, for sure.
We did a review, but somehow we had problems. Was that an audio? We had an audio issue.
Lost fucking audio.
We lost the audio.
Fucking Mr. LJ.
So my buddy, an old friend of mine, Sir Reginald Farts, he asked us why we never did a review of The Lighthouse, since it was one of his favorite movie of 2019. So we're gonna do one now that it's out on the physical media. I don't know how well that looks, but yeah, unfortunately it's only Blu-ray. That hasn't gotten a 4K release yet. Hopefully one day it will. But we just thought we'd kind of backtrack a little bit, go back to October and discuss that. But before we do that, I found this for you, buddy.
Found this for me? What?
It's a laser disc.
Oh, wow, dude. No way.
Yes way.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Lasers show the audience there. He's got a collection of Laserdisc.
Hell yeah, dude.
By the way, at the Randy's record sale, the $2 record sale, they had a bunch of Laserdiscs. Nothing really good, but just so you know.
Dude.
But Mask of the Phantasm, you can't go wrong with that. So
sweet. Thanks, man.
Always looking out for you.
Hell yeah. Appreciate that.
But let's go ahead and get into the review. So to begin with, this is Robert Eggers' follow-up to The Witch, which came out in 2015. Little indie horror film in the Gothic tradition, which it took a little while to grow on me, but now I absolutely love that movie and the visual style, the natural lighting, and the language. And a lot of that is in his sophomore effort here, The Lighthouse.
Yeah, the language or whatever, old time language, definitely.
Turn at the early 20th century.
Yeah. What was this, like 1890s or something?
Yeah, so late 19th century. Real quick setup. Basically the story of two men stuck on a lighthouse. Really, that's what it comes down to. But Robert Pattinson's character may or may not be hiding out from the law. And that's about as much of spoiler territory as I'm going to go into personally.
I don't know.
Because I think you should watch it.
It's got some homosexual tendencies in the movie. And, you know.
Willem Dafoe doing this a lot.
Yeah.
which it just cracks me up because it's so out of place with the tone of the film, and yet it feels like it just adds a level of humor to it. Right. And it actually does have a lot of humor to it. And I got to tell you, because again, I don't really want to spoil this one because I know it's already out on physical media, but a lot of people I know haven't seen it. And I just think it's one that's worth watching. Do you know what I mean? Like without being spoiled.
The cinematography is amazing. You know, shot in black and white, and it was really shot well done.
And it was done in the 4:9 aspect ratio, so it's not widescreen. So it's kind of got this the old film effect, and you're watching it on a widescreen theater or television. You got the black bars on the side, which was kind of interesting, you know. Mm-hmm. And it was shot by the same guy who shot The Witch too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if the same person who scored The Lighthouse scored The Witch, but it was a really nice atmospheric score.
Which Waxworks Records released the score.
For The Lighthouse?
On vinyl, yeah.
Nice. So you picked that up?
I did.
What, is it colored vinyl or is it?
It is. It's like a silver colored vinyl, and I believe it's out of print on their website, but you might be able to find it like on eBay or something. I don't know.
A vastly inflated price, but if
maybe,
it's probably worth owning. It's too bad they don't come with digital downloads on those. Still,
some of them do.
Do they?
None of the Waxworks do, but some of the vinyls that I've bought and I've given to you.
Well, like Uncut Gems, because that's a warp release, and all of their albums come with digital downloads, which is very, very cool for me. But I got to tell you, I've never seen the Twilight movies, so I have no negative opinions towards Robert Pattinson, but I liked him in Cosmopolis. I liked him in
He's a great actor. He really
Good Time,
is.
and this was a role that I thought rivaled his performance in Good Time.
Well, I don't know if you guys ever saw the Australian movie The Rover, a post-apocalyptic
Sci-fi,
movie called
yeah.
The Rover.
Haven't seen that one
with
yet.
Guy Pearce in it. It was really good.
And he's in that.
Yeah,
He's also in the upcoming Chris
by
Nolan movie.
David Mashad, who did like, what's the animal?
Haven't seen it.
Oh, shit. Anyway, TNT actually did a series based off that movie with Ellen Barkin. What's the Animal Factory or Animal?
Party Animal.
No.
No? Not Party Animal? My bad. Anyways,
it's a good movie. It's a good movie.
haven't seen Rover, so I'm going to check that out based on his recommendation. I know it was on Netflix. I'm not sure if it still is, but either way, I'm sure I can find it in the digital age. It's floating around there somewhere. But
invite me over and we can watch it. I have it on Blu-ray.
There we go. So yeah, I mean, and he's in the upcoming Christopher Nolan film Tenet, which looks really interesting. So, and I saw him, of course, in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. His first film I ever saw the kid in. So I think he stood his ground with a seasoned pro like Willem Dafoe, whose Salty Sea Dog is so good it almost borders on caricature. It's almost as if the sea captain from The Simpsons was live action. And it's not an insult. I think I hung on every word of his, Basically, again, without going into too much spoiler territory, because I really like this movie a lot, and I think it's an experience you should see without too many spoilers, as far as plot twists and things like that, or plot points, but just the level of sort of antagonism and homoeroticism that these two kind of engage in, and drunken shenanigans and paranoia. It's just a very, very interesting film. I mean, I personally give it 4 out of 4 stars.
Oh yeah,
easily,
definitely.
And it was nominated for Best Cinematography.
Yes, it did get nominated.
Which it should have. However, I do agree that Roger Deakins should have won for 1917 because that was really innovative in ways that other films that have attempted that, didn't reach the same level, or this was a stepping stone to that. So, but it was cool that it at least got nominated. Did it get nominated for anything else?
No, I don't. I believe that was it.
That's too bad. I would have thought maybe Best Original Screenplay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Willem Dafoe didn't get nominated for Best Supporting Actor for that role.
Yeah, me too.
He does an amazing job, and there's some really nice dark imagery, and it's like a slice of Americana with a little bit of gothic horror in it.
But they snubbed Adam Sandler too. So.
Yeah, the Oscars, shame on you. You snubbed Uncut Gems all around. Wouldn't you say? I mean, it's kind of a horror, like a psychological horror film, but it's not an outright horror film.
Right.
But there are some disturbing moments in it. But yeah, how many? 4 out of 4 stars?
4 out of 4. Definitely.
Yeah. It was definitely in my top 10 of 2019. Mm-hmm. So if you've seen it, let us know what you think. I'd be interested to talk to you about it, or if you like The Witch, or you're familiar with his work. I definitely look forward to the next film he's got in the works.
Yeah, me too. For sure.
I wonder if it'll be another period piece, or if he'll do something actually set in the contemporary era.
I don't know.
That'd be interesting to find out, because maybe he should just keep it period. Yeah, seems to be working for Tarantino. I think what was the last contemporary film Tarantino did? Death Proof. Every film after that has been a period piece, essentially.
True.
Yeah. Which is fun. It's fun to play around in different eras and different languages, and I will say this too. Along with The Lighthouse and The Witch, it kind of reminded me of, like, as far as the dialogue goes, kind of like the way the Coen brothers use the dialogue in True Grit. Actually almost verbatim to the book that it's based on, as opposed to the John Wayne version. And it's just language and a vernacular and a dialect that people just don't really use anymore. So it's very, very cool, I think, personally. Language is important, and sometimes there's a lack of language in cinema. Kind of like there's a lack of visual style anymore.
Authenticity.
But yeah, so once again, We'll just say that this is our video pick of the week.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that we weren't able to get this review out while it was in theaters and get you to go see it in the theater. It is certified fresh. Certified fresh. So, that's not always trustworthy, though.
No,
it's not always trustworthy. But for this it is.
Yes.
So thanks for joining us, and cheers.
Yeah.
We'll catch you in the next episode.
And always, please like and subscribe. Let us know what you think.
What he said. And on that note,